So 25% of Americans, a quarter of Americans allegedly say that they are too stressed about their finances to have sex, to make love. They don't want to do it. They're just, you got to be in the mood, I guess. And you're not in the mood when you're all stressed out because you can't pay your bills. The last thing you care about, I guess, is, having sex. This is crazy. It's, the financial situation that people finding themselves in, the inflation, the economy, everything going downhill. It's just going to get worse and worse. And how are people going to react? That is why you can't be dependent on the world. When you put your faith in the world, it will always let you down. That's why you have people, when they lose their job, when they don't have any money, when they can't pay their bills, when they get stressed out, sometimes they end up taking themselves out. Now apparently a quarter of Americans are too stressed about finances to have sex. Okay, it even also stated in the article that 1 out of every 2 renters have decided not to break up with their partner because they can't afford to break up, because they can't afford their own rent, they can't afford their own Netflix, they can't afford their own AC, they can't afford it. So they decided to wait to break up. Even though they want to break up, they're not doing it because they just can't afford it. Okay, so people are stressed out. People don't want to break up. People are not having sex because they're too stressed about their finances. But like I said, when you build your whole life around having money, having a nice place, having a nice car, being able to show off to your family and friends, you build your whole life around that. You're just setting yourself up for failure. Because when all that gets taken away from you, when your money gets taken away from you, and you don't have the nice car, you don't have the nice house, you can't show off to your friends, what are you going to do? People take themselves out. People stress out. People stop having sex. People have a nervous breakdown. Okay? You can't be dependent on worldly things. Do you think the Amish are going through this problem right now? Do you think the Amish are unable to have sex with their partners? I don't think so. They're not stressed out. They don't put all their faith in the world. Okay? They put their faith in independence and God. Okay? They grow their own food. They don't try to show off. They have a meager place to live, a meager, things. They don't have technology. They're not dependent. They don't build their life around these things that most people build their lives around. So the things that afflict the people in the cities, people, trying to stay ahead of the Joneses, keep up with the Joneses, the things that affect them do not affect the Amish, or just people who do not depend on these things to begin with. But let me know what you guys think about this crazy story about a quarter of Americans, 1/4 of Americans are not having sex because they're too stressed about their finances, and 1 in 2 renters have delayed breaking up with their partner because they can't afford to break up. Let me know what you guys think about this, and if I'm on point when I say that you can't build your life around the things of this world, because you're just going to get let down. The world will always let you down. And if everything in your life is built around stuff of the world, you're just setting yourself up for failure. Okay, so build your life around something that will never let you down. Okay, and I think you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. See you next time.